Hello, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you recharged? Not your phone, not your laptop, but your mind. We live in a world that demands so much from us. Our jobs, our families, our dreams. But if we're running on empty, how can we give our best? See, life has a way of draining us. The daily battles, the setbacks, the disappointments, they wear us down, and before we know it, we're running on fumes. So what's the solution? You must make it a habit to recharge your mind. Just like a battery, your mind needs renewal. If you don't take care of it, it will break down at the worst possible moment. Our minds are constantly absorbing information, whether we realize it or not. Every conversation we have, every book we read, every video we watch, and every thought we entertain is feeding our mind something. And just like the body is shaped by the food it consumes, the mind is shaped by the information it takes in. If we aren't intentional about what we allow into our mental space, we risk filling it with negativity, doubt, and distractions that drain our energy and potential. Think about it this way. If you owned a beautiful garden, would you allow weeds to grow freely? Would you pour toxic chemicals into the soil? Of course not. You would protect it, nourish it, and make sure that only the healthiest plants could thrive. But too often, people are careless with their minds. They let negative influences, discouraging voices, and unhealthy thoughts take root without realizing the long-term consequences. What you allow into your mind will determine the quality of your thoughts, your decisions, and ultimately your life. One of the greatest dangers of modern life is the overwhelming amount of information available. News headlines scream fear. Social media feeds are filled with comparison and drama, and entertainment is often designed to distract rather than inspire. If you aren't careful, your mind will become cluttered with worries, frustrations, and self-doubt. You must take control of what you consume. Ask yourself, is this information helping me grow? Is it making me stronger, wiser, or more positive? If not, it's time to filter it out. Be mindful of the people you spend time with. Conversations are one of the most powerful ways our minds are shaped. If you constantly engage with people who complain, gossip, or focus on what's wrong, you will naturally start to adopt the same mindset. Their words and attitudes will seep into your thinking, affecting your motivation and belief in what's possible. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with individuals who are ambitious, uplifting, and forward-thinking, their energy and ideas will fuel your growth. The people in your life are either pushing you toward your best self or pulling you away from it. Choose wisely. Another critical factor in guarding your mind is being selective about the media you consume. Many people wake up and immediately check the news, filling their minds with stress before the day even begins. Others scroll through social media, comparing their lives to carefully curated highlights of others, leading to feelings of inadequacy and frustration. What if instead you started your day by reading something inspiring? What if you listened to something educational or motivational? The first thoughts that enter your mind in the morning set the tone for the entire day. You have the power to choose whether those thoughts are empowering or draining. Even your own self-talk plays a massive role in shaping your mindset. If you constantly criticize yourself, doubt your abilities, or focus on past failures, you are feeding your mind negativity. But if you train yourself to focus on possibilities, strengths, and solutions, you will begin to see new opportunities and pathways to success. The way you speak to yourself matters. Be as kind, encouraging, and supportive to yourself as you would be to a close friend. Reading is another powerful way to guard what you feed your mind. The right books can open your mind to new perspectives, teach you valuable skills, and keep you motivated to push forward. Successful people make reading a daily habit because they understand that knowledge is fuel for the mind. If you're not feeding your mind with high-quality ideas, you're leaving it vulnerable to distractions and mediocrity. Your mind is your greatest asset. It is the command center of your life. If you allow it to be filled with negativity, doubt, and distractions, you will struggle to reach your full potential. But if you guard it, nourish it, and protect it from harmful influences, you will unlock a level of clarity, confidence, and focus that will set you apart. The choice is yours. Be intentional. Be selective. Guard what you feed your mind because it determines everything else. Growth is not automatic. It doesn't just happen because time passes. It happens when you make a conscious decision to read, learn, and expand your understanding of the world. The most successful people in life, regardless of their field, are lifelong learners. They never settle for what they already know because they understand that knowledge is the key to unlocking new opportunities, overcoming challenges, and achieving their full potential. Reading is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to feed the mind. A single book can introduce you to new ideas, teach you a valuable skill, or shift your perspective in a way that changes your life forever. But reading isn't just about consuming words. It's about engaging with ideas, questioning assumptions, and applying what you learn. Many people stop reading once they finish school, thinking that education is something that happens in a classroom. But the real education, the kind that transforms your thinking and elevates your life, begins when you take control of your own learning. The world is constantly changing. Industries evolve, technology advances, and new opportunities emerge every day. If you aren't learning, you are falling behind. What worked yesterday may not work tomorrow, and what you don't know can hold you back more than anything else. The most valuable investment you can make is in your own mind. The more you learn, the more capable you become. The more capable you become, the more confident you feel. And when confidence and capability come together, success becomes inevitable. Learning isn't just about gaining knowledge. It's about sharpening your thinking. It's about training your mind to see solutions where others see problems. It's about developing the ability to adapt, to innovate, and to turn obstacles into stepping stones. The people who make the biggest impact in the world are those who never stop learning. They are the ones who ask questions, seek out mentors, and challenge themselves to grow beyond their current limitations. They don't wait for knowledge to come to them. They go after it. There is a direct connection between learning and success. If you study the lives of great leaders, entrepreneurs, and innovators, you'll notice a common habit. They dedicate time to learning every single day. Whether it's reading books, listening to podcasts, attending seminars, or engaging in deep conversations, they prioritize learning because they know it gives them an edge. They don't view education as an expense of time, but as an investment in their future. Growth requires an open mind. It requires the willingness to admit that you don't have all the answers. Many people remain stuck in life because they refuse to learn something new. They cling to old ways of thinking, believing that what they know is enough. But the world rewards those who are willing to expand their knowledge, challenge their beliefs, and evolve with the times. When you commit to continuous learning, you equip yourself with the tools to navigate change, seize opportunities, and stay ahead of the game. It's not enough to simply learn. You must apply what you learn. Knowledge without action is useless. Many people read books, attend workshops, and gather information, but never put it to use. Growth happens when you take what you've learned and implement it. When you test new ideas, when you apply new strategies, when you take risks based on what you've discovered, that's when learning becomes real. Knowledge becomes powerful only when it is put into practice. The mind, like a muscle, must be exercised regularly. If you don't challenge it, it becomes weak. If you don't feed it with new information, it becomes stagnant. Growth is a choice. You can choose to remain the same, repeating the same patterns, or you can choose to expand your mind, elevate your thinking, and unlock your potential. Reading, learning, and growing are the habits that separate those who thrive from those who merely survive. The more you grow, the more doors open. The more you know, the more you can achieve, and the moment you commit to lifelong learning is the moment your future begins to change. The people you spend time with shape your thoughts, influence your decisions, and ultimately determine the direction of your life. Human beings are social creatures, and whether we realize it or not, we absorb the attitudes, beliefs, and habits of those around us. If you want to grow, succeed, and become the best version of yourself, you must be intentional about the company you keep. The right people will elevate you, while the wrong ones will hold you back. Look at the 5 people you spend the most time with. Their mindset, ambition, and energy will often reflect where you are headed. If they are constantly complaining, making excuses, or settling for less than they are capable of, chances are you will adopt the same habits. On the other hand, if they are driven, positive, and committed to growth, that energy will inspire you to push yourself further. It's not about judging people, it's about recognizing the power of influence. You cannot expect to soar if you are surrounded by people who are comfortable crawling. Negativity is contagious. when you're around individuals who focus on problems instead of solutions, who doubt instead of believe, and who drain your energy instead of fueling your fire, it becomes harder to stay motivated. Their fears become your fears. Their limitations become your limitations. And before you know it, your dreams start to shrink. Protect your mind by being selective with who you allow into your inner circle. Just as you wouldn't let toxic substances into your body, don't allow toxic mindsets into your life. Equally important is seeking out people who challenge you to grow. Growth doesn't happen in comfort zones, and the right people will push you beyond what you think is possible. They will hold you to a higher standard, encourage you when doubt creeps in, and celebrate your victories as if they were their own. These are the people who remind you of your potential, who refuse to let you settle, and who inspire you to keep moving forward, no matter how difficult the journey gets. Success leaves clues, and if you want to achieve more, surround yourself with those who have already done it. Learn from people who have overcome obstacles, built something meaningful, and mastered the art of persistence. Their experiences, wisdom, and mindset will provide you with insights that books and courses alone cannot. Being around people who have already walked the path you aspire to take will accelerate your growth and give you the confidence to keep going. Even when challenges arise, the people in your life should add value, not drain it. Every relationship should be a two-way street where both individuals contribute to each other's growth. If you are constantly giving but never receiving support, encouragement, or wisdom in return, it may be time to reevaluate those relationships. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, trust, and a shared desire to see each other succeed. It's also essential to remember that who you become is not just influenced by who you spend time with physically, but also by the content you consume. The books you read, the podcasts you listen to, the videos you watch, all of these are forms of mentorship. If you don't currently have access to the right people in your personal life, seek out virtual mentors who can inspire and challenge you. Your environment matters. If you want to elevate your life, start by elevating your circle. Seek out those who push you forward, who challenge your thinking, and who believe in your potential even when you doubt yourself. Growth happens in the right environment, and when you surround yourself with people who lift you higher, success becomes not just possible, but inevitable. Your mind is the control center of your life. Every action, decision, and outcome is shaped by the thoughts you allow to take root. The way you think determines the way you feel, the way you act, and ultimately the results you get. If you do not take control of your thoughts, they will control you. A mind left unchecked will drift toward fear, doubt, and negativity, because that is the natural tendency of an untrained mind. Just like a garden left unattended will be overrun with weeds, a mind left unguarded will be filled with thoughts that weaken rather than strengthen. The first step to controlling your thoughts is awareness. Most people go through life on autopilot, never stopping to examine the thoughts running through their minds. They react to circumstances, allow emotions to dictate their behavior, and accept whatever thoughts happen to show up. But thoughts are not facts. Just because a thought enters your mind does not mean it is true or that you must accept it. You have the power to question your thoughts, to challenge them, and to replace them with something better. When you take control of what you allow yourself to think, you take control of your entire life. Your thoughts create your reality. If you constantly tell yourself that you are not good enough, that success is out of reach, or that life is unfair, those beliefs will shape your actions. You will hesitate, doubt yourself, and miss opportunities because your mind has already convinced you that failure is inevitable. On the other hand, if you train yourself to think in terms of possibilities, to focus on solutions instead of problems, and to believe in your ability to grow and adapt, your actions will reflect that mindset. Confidence is not something you are born with, it is something you build by controlling what you tell yourself daily. Negative thoughts are like a virus. They spread quickly and infect every part of your life. A single doubt can grow into fear, and fear can paralyze you. A moment of self-criticism can turn into a belief that you are incapable, and that belief can hold you back for years. That is why it is so important to catch negative thoughts early, before they take hold. The moment you notice a thought that weakens you, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me or hurting me? Is it based on facts or just fear? Would I say this to a friend? Most of the time you will realize that the thought is not serving you, and you can choose to replace it with something better. The mind responds to repetition. Whatever you feed it consistently becomes your dominant way of thinking. If you constantly expose yourself to negativity, whether through the news, social media, or negative people, your mind will naturally lean toward negative thinking. But if you make it a habit to feed your mind with empowering content, uplifting conversations, and thoughts of gratitude and possibility, you will naturally develop a stronger, more positive mindset. Just as the body becomes what it eats, the mind becomes what it focuses on. Training your mind takes practice. It requires discipline, just like building a strong body requires exercise. But the effort is worth it because your thoughts are the foundation of everything you do. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is not talent, luck, or intelligence. It is the way they think. The right mindset will push you forward when things get tough, while the wrong mindset will hold you back even when opportunities are right in front of you. You cannot control everything that happens to you, but you can always control how you think about it. That is where your power lies. The greatest battles in life are not fought in the outside world. They are fought in the mind. Win the battle in your thoughts, and you will win the battle in your life. Your body is the foundation of everything you do. It is the vehicle that carries you through life, and the way you treat it determines how much energy, focus, and strength you have to achieve your goals. If your body is weak, tired, or neglected, it will affect every area of your life, your work, your relationships, and your ability to think clearly. You cannot operate at your best if your body is running on empty. Taking care of your body is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Energy is one of the greatest assets you can have. Without it, even the best opportunities can slip away because you simply don't have the strength to take action. When you wake up feeling exhausted, it's harder to stay motivated, make good decisions, and push through challenges. But when you take care of your body, fueling it with the right foods, getting enough rest, and moving regularly, you create an internal environment that supports success. A strong body leads to a strong mind, and together they create the foundation for a productive and fulfilling life. Movement is essential. The human body was not designed to sit all day, yet modern life often keeps people in a cycle of inactivity. Long hours at a desk, endless scrolling on a phone, and a lack of physical movement lead to sluggishness, low energy, and even a decline in mental clarity. Exercise is not just about looking good, it's about feeling good. When you move your body, whether through walking, stretching, lifting weights, or playing a sport, you increase blood flow, improve mood, and sharpen your thinking. A body in motion stays in motion, and those who make movement a priority experience higher levels of energy and productivity. Food is fuel. Just like you wouldn't put the wrong type of gas in a car and expect it to run efficiently, you can't fill your body with processed, unhealthy foods and expect to perform at your best. The quality of the food you eat directly impacts your energy levels, focus, and long-term health. Highly processed foods drain energy, while whole, nutrient-rich foods provide lasting fuel. What you eat today affects how you feel tomorrow. Making small, consistent choices to eat better will add up over time, leading to a body that supports you rather than holds you back. Rest and recovery are just as important as movement and nutrition. Many people believe that pushing harder and sacrificing sleep is the key to success, but the opposite is true. The mind and body need time to recover, and without proper rest, both will break down. Lack of sleep affects mood, decision-making, and even physical health. It weakens the immune system, slows down progress, and makes even simple tasks feel overwhelming. Prioritizing sleep is not a sign of laziness, it is a sign of wisdom. Those who rest well perform better, think more clearly, and have the stamina to stay consistent in their pursuits. Stress is another factor that affects the body. Constant stress takes a toll, leading to tension, fatigue, and even illness. Finding ways to manage stress, whether through deep breathing, meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature, is essential for long-term health. A healthy body is not just one that is strong on the outside, but one that is balanced and resilient on the inside. Learning to manage stress helps maintain that balance and ensures that your body is working for you, not against you. Taking care of your body is one of the greatest investments you can make. It gives you the energy to pursue your dreams, the strength to overcome challenges, and the stamina to stay consistent. When your body is at its best, your mind is sharper, your confidence is higher, and your ability to perform increases. Everything you want to achieve in life starts with the health and strength of the body you live in. A life without vision is a life without direction. It is easy to get caught up in the routines of daily existence, moving from one day to the next without a clear sense of purpose. But without a compelling vision, life can feel dull, repetitive, and unfulfilling. Vision is what gives meaning to your actions, fuels your motivation, and provides a reason to push forward even when challenges arise. When you have a vision that excites you, everything changes. Your days become more meaningful, your energy increases, and you wake up with a sense of purpose that drives you forward. A strong vision acts like a magnet, pulling you toward the future you desire. It is what separates those who achieve great things from those who simply go through the motions. When you are excited about your vision, you naturally develop the discipline, work ethic, and determination needed to make it a reality. Without it, even the best opportunities can feel meaningless, and motivation quickly fades. The most successful people are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are the ones who have a clear vision and are willing to do whatever it takes to bring it to life. The most powerful visions come from within. They are not dictated by society, expectations, or pressure from others. They are born from your deepest desires, your passions, and the impact you want to create in the world. When you align your vision with what truly excites you, work no longer feels like a burden. It becomes an adventure. Challenges are no longer obstacles. They become opportunities for growth. Every setback becomes a lesson. Every success fuels the next step. And every day is lived with purpose. Clarity is essential. A vague idea of success is not enough. The clearer your vision, the more powerful it becomes. If you cannot clearly see where you want to go, it will be difficult to take the right steps to get there. A compelling vision is specific, detailed, and vivid. It is something you can picture in your mind, something that excites you every time you think about it. The more clearly you define your vision, the easier it becomes to align your actions with your goals. Without clarity, it is easy to drift, to be influenced by distractions, and to settle for a life that is far below what you are capable of achieving. A vision that excites you should be big enough to challenge you. If it does not scare you a little, it is not big enough. A great vision should push you beyond your comfort zone, forcing you to grow, learn, and become more than you are today. It should make you uncomfortable in the best way possible, because true growth happens when you stretch beyond what feels easy and familiar. People who accomplish great things in life do not limit themselves to what seems possible. They dream bigger, push harder, and refuse to settle for mediocrity. Belief is the foundation of vision. You must believe in your ability to achieve what you see. Doubt is the enemy of progress. And if you allow it to take root, it will keep you stuck. Your vision should not be based on your current circumstances, but on what is possible when you fully commit. Many people abandon their dreams because they allow temporary obstacles to convince them that success is out of reach. But those who hold on to their vision, who keep moving forward despite challenges, are the ones who eventually make it happen. A vision without action is just a wish. Dreaming is important, but it is only the first step. The real power of vision comes when you translate it into daily actions, when you commit to progress, no matter how small. Every great achievement starts with a simple step. The key is to move forward every single day, to stay focused on the big picture, and to remind yourself why you started in the first place. A vision that excites you is not just something you think about. It is something you pursue with passion, persistence, and unwavering belief. In a world that is always connected, it is easy to lose touch with what truly matters. The constant stream of notifications, messages, and updates can pull you in so many directions that you forget to be present. Technology has given us incredible opportunities, but it has also created a world where people are always available, yet rarely fully engaged. The mind is overstimulated, attention is scattered, and the moments that should be cherished are often missed. The more connected we are to the digital world, the more disconnected we can become from ourselves, our relationships, and the simple joys of life. Stepping away from the noise is not about rejecting technology. It is about reclaiming control over your focus and energy. When you are constantly plugged in, your mind never gets a chance to rest. The endless flow of information can create stress, comparison, and even anxiety. You start measuring your worth by likes, comments, and external validation rather than by your own values and inner growth. Disconnection is not about missing out. It is about making space for the things that truly matter. It is about shifting your focus from what is urgent to what is important. True clarity comes in moments of stillness. When you disconnect from the digital world, you reconnect with yourself. You begin to hear your own thoughts instead of being influenced by the opinions of others. Creativity flourishes and new ideas emerge when the mind is not constantly reacting to outside stimuli. Many of the greatest breakthroughs, whether in business, art, or personal growth, happen in moments of solitude. When you step away from distractions, you create the space needed for deeper thinking, reflection, and personal insight. Reconnecting also means being present with the people around you. Relationships thrive on attention, and nothing weakens a connection faster than divided focus. A conversation is not truly meaningful when your eyes are on a screen. Time spent with loved ones is not the same when half of your mind is elsewhere. The best memories are made when you are fully engaged in the moment, when you listen deeply, and when you give people your full attention. Life is not just about what you achieve. It is about the relationships you build along the way. Nature is one of the greatest ways to reset. Stepping outside, feeling the sun, breathing fresh air, and being surrounded by the natural world have a way of grounding you. It reminds you that life is bigger than screens, emails, and social media. The mind calms, stress fades, and perspective shifts when you step away from the artificial and into the real. Even a short walk free from distractions can refresh your mind and body. The simplest moments, watching a sunset, listening to the wind, or feeling the grass beneath your feet, can bring a deep sense of peace that no digital experience can replace. Productivity is not about always being busy. It is about being intentional. Many people mistake constant activity for progress, but true effectiveness comes from focus. The ability to disconnect even for a short time allows you to return with more clarity, energy, and purpose. When the mind is constantly bombarded with information, decision fatigue sets in, and creativity suffers. Taking time to step away helps you work smarter, think clearer, and make better decisions. Some of the most successful people in the world understand the power of disconnecting so they can return stronger, sharper, and more effective. There is power in silence. The modern world teaches people to always be consuming content, news, updates. But real growth happens when you pause and reflect. When you are not constantly reacting, you gain control over your thoughts, emotions, and direction in life. Time away from the noise allows you to reconnect with your purpose, your values, and your vision for the future. The moments you spend in stillness, away from distractions, are often the moments that lead to the biggest breakthroughs. Disconnecting is not about losing something. It is about gaining clarity, peace, and a deeper connection to what truly matters. To truly live a life of fulfillment and purpose, we must remember the power of disconnection. In a world that is constantly vying for our attention, it is essential to step back, reset, and reconnect with ourselves, with those around us, and with the present moment. By disconnecting, we open the door to clarity, creativity, and deeper relationships. It is through moments of stillness and solitude that we find our true direction and rediscover what truly matters. Don't let the noise of the world drown out the quiet whispers of your soul. Take the time to disconnect so you can truly reconnect with what's important: your peace, your purpose, and your people. In summary, our world today is filled with constant distractions that keep us from being present. The overstimulation of our minds and constant connectivity can lead to stress, anxiety, and a disconnect from ourselves and others. By intentionally disconnecting from the digital noise, we give ourselves the opportunity to reconnect with our thoughts, our relationships, and the world around us. Through disconnection, we find clarity, creativity, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. The key to living a meaningful life lies in knowing when to step back, recharge, and return stronger, more focused, and ready to live with purpose.